Hello everyone, this is Jade on Buzz 96.3 FM, and yes, today we are talking about the upcoming event that's going to be happening on the 23rd and 24th of this year, July, and it's the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo. Now, joining me today is the manager of Long Haul, Emerging and Domestic Market, and his name is Martin David. Now, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining the Buzz FM team today.
Right, okay. Before we go through with the thing that we're going to be talking about for today, which is Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo 2023, talk about your job. What do you do in the tourism industry as your line of work?
I look after 3 programs for the Vanuatu Tourism Office. I started joining the Vanuatu Tourism Office this year. I used to work for the Department of Tourism, so it's a new space in marketing, an exciting role. I look after the North American market and Europe market and the Asia market as part of the long haul market. So we promote Vanuatu abroad. We have our key source markets, Australia, New Zealand and New Caledonia. But these are emerging markets, the markets that we want to drive niche product and niche tourism into. So that's what I manage. I also manage the domestic tourism program, and one of the key events or key programs that we have under the domestic tourism market program is the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo. And the last program that I also manage is the Travel Information Center. Basically, there are 3 travel centers that we have in Vanuatu. One in Lenakeltana, one just in Port Vila within our office, the back end where Allianz Francis is.
Yep.
And then we have another one in Lucanville Sando. If you drive through Lucanville, you can find that behind Club de Sanma. So basically, those are the 3 main programs that I look after as the manager responsible. So I'm happy that this year we're having this big showdown coming up, which is the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo, and thank you for the opportunity to come live and talk about a few things for people to understand and take note of.
Well, okay, with that said, talk about a lot more about the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo that's going to be happening on the 23rd and 24th, which is on a Friday and Saturday of this month.
The Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo was an idea that was coined back in 2020 when we had the global pandemic hitting most of the countries in the world, making traveling a bit harder for people and for international tourists to go to destinations outside of the home country. So we hosted the first edition in 2021. This is a framework that supports the Vanuatu domestic tourism strategy.
Okay.
So it's a space, a platform that is free for all operators to showcase their products. So sometimes we hear trade in goods. This is more like a trade in service kind of business where the Vanuatu Tourism Office brings operators who are market ready to a platform or a space so they could be able to expose themselves, the business, but at the same time they are able to sell their special deals and offers. Deals that you cannot get outside of the normal business hours. So this is a big thing for the domestic market, especially the Expo. That's why we thought that, okay, because of the border closure, we want to create more demand for the domestic travelers moving from one destination to the other. And also we wanted to focus on leisure travel, so we thought that, okay, creating the domestic travel expo, which is the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo, this would really complement the idea of pushing tourists outside within Vanuatu, and also for people to have the product knowledge about our businesses in Vanuatu, the domestic tourism businesses in all the provinces in Vanuatu. Where can you locate them? How well do you know those businesses? If you are traveling to banks, for example, where to stay, what to eat, what's the best thing to do in the banks group. So this is to also educate the people in Vanuatu about our tourism products in the outer islands of Vanuatu. So this is the reason why we spend so much money, we invest in this platform. We want to be able to drive consumers and the operators into this event. So it is a business to consumers platform. There is a model of business to business, but this is a model of business to consumers. So consumers are able to come and they are able to get the information from the sellers themselves, which are the tourism operators, and they are able to also purchase the deals and offers for any tourism businesses in Vanuatu. So if you are planning to go to Sando in the next coming months, you'll be able to get a special deal for either Blue Hole or Espiritu Sando, and you can enjoy those deals while you are traveling to Sando. So basically that's the main idea behind Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo.
Okay. Well, okay, with the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo that you have just mentioned and talking all about it, what is going to be the theme for this year?
The theme for this year, when we look back at the first Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo back in 2021, we had a lot of excitement and also interaction between consumers, the public at large, and the operators, where we sort of came up with positive messages about instilling that pride to consumers' identity, like where are you from? If you are from Seva, okay, we will come up with the hashtag like Me Tomorrow Seva. So this is just positive messaging to educate people about you take pride in your provinces and you visit the products that are within your province, or if you are not from Seva, but if you are willing to travel to other provinces other than Seva, then we have the campaign that we did back in 2020, which is supporting local tourism. So this year we thought about a very exciting theme, and we came up with Take a Miko Park. Take a Miko Park is the theme for this year. Right. So we had the first edition back in 2020. People came in and they were excited about, okay, I wanted to visit the banks because Rock of Rice in the banks, I wanted to go and see that, or I am from Sheva, but I want to visit Tafea, I want to go to Tana to see the volcano. So this year we're coming back with positive messages again. We want to go back and instill this in the minds and of the consumers, to tell them that, you know, take a Miko back. Where do you want to go back this year? If you are from Sheva, but you haven't been to Sando for, you know, last 2-3 years, or maybe for the last couple of months, we want you to come to this show, because there's a lot of things that will take you back. Will take you back to Sando, or take you back to your own destination. For example, if you're from Tana living in Port Vila, this will allow you to go back to Tana to visit your friends and families. But at the same time, it's all the purpose for creating this platform is to make sure people move, people travel, and expose themselves.
Wow, that's very exciting how you say it like that. And to my knowledge, we just had the Meet Tomorrow Vanuatu Travel Expo in Santo a few weeks ago, and you were there. To my knowledge,
yes.
You went there for the expo. So how was it like? What were the main highlights? Or just tell me, how was it like when you entering Santo again?
Well, tourism has been quiet for some years. I think we are bouncing back. from the pandemic, from the two cyclones, and considering Sando was pretty hard with Harold, Cyclone Harold, things are slowly recovering and the industry is slowly picking up. So there is, however, a lot of businesses who are focusing on international tourism. And we have a few who are focusing in both markets, domestic and international tourism. Coming back to Sando, we staged a very, very successful event. In 2020, we had an event indoors. So people sort of saw a new MTV outside from the one in 2020 when we hosted the event inside the building. So the concept this year was taken outside or outdoors. So we had tents set up at the Unity Park. Normally we call it La Place.
Yes.
And there was a stage. We had entertainments. The program started around 9:30 with an official welcome by the Lord Mayor of the Lukenfield municipality.
Yeah.
And of course the minister was supposed to be there to join us and officially open the event, but due to work commitments we had to reschedule that. And then we had the sellers and the consumers interactions for the whole day with entertainments. And we also were joined by a couple of business houses, the Department of Industry with the clients, focusing on value addition, and we were also accompanied by a couple of sponsors, Vodafone, Sando Hardware, and National Bank, who were there promoting their MasterCard. So that's a new product for National Bank because National Bank is our sponsor. I'll later talk about that today. But it was an eventful day. We had a lot of interactions, and Air Vanuatu was also there to do some ticket sales. In terms of exposure, the 26 operators who were there, they really exposed themselves. So people had to learn about each operator, where are they located, and how to get there. What are your offers? What are your prices? Day bus or a night accommodation? What's the value for that? So it's more about giving information, having to build that business networking with the operators and the consumers. And we had also Air Vanuatu managed to sell few tickets to people who wanted to travel to Port Vila, because we do have a special going on with Air Vanuatu at the moment in terms of ticket sales. I will probably mention that later on. But these are things that happen during the day of the event. And we also organized what we call a trade famil. A trade famil is, the word famil is short for familiarization. So there is like new products who are operating, and we have two operators who are also operating. So if you are a new product operating, the two operators are the ones that connect you to the business or give you the business. So the trade family is connecting two operators to the business. So they are able to package the business if they see that, okay, this is a good business for me, I'll include it in my package. So we had that also going on for the day, and pretty much it was a one-day event. And also, like I said before, it's a business that it was an event that we had outside. There was a lot that we also look at in terms of improving the event itself. So it will probably give us some time to work on improving the event for Sando probably next year. But it was a good day. The turnout was good in terms of operators and consumers and the public at large. A lot of information given out, a lot of sales being done for giveaways and prizes and quizzes. We all had the day, a fun day to do all those in Sando. So for us, it's exciting to come back to Port Vila for after 2 weeks, and looking forward for the event coming up on the 23rd and 24th.
It's good you mentioned that because the next question I'm going to ask you is about that particular day, the 23rd, which is on Friday, and the 24th, which is on Saturday. Could you tell the public what are we going to expect on that particular day? How is the program going to be like? What's going to be there? Who's going to be there? And what are we going to be? What are we going to be looking for as just public coming in to see this Tumoro Vanuatu Expo travel for this year 2023?
Thank you for that question. I think that's the main information I want to give out today, which is communicating to the consumers or to the members of the public what you expect during those 2 days. So for those 2 days, we have an event program running from day one from around 9 a.m. up until 4 in the afternoon. And then on the 24th, which is a Saturday, we will be kicking off around 8 in the morning and finishing off at 1 p.m. So the program for the whole day will be sales, visiting all the tables, all the booths that businesses will be set up on. There'll be sales interactions. So if you are coming on the 23rd and the 24th, you will be expected to visit all the tables. So that's one thing that we want to educate the members of the public at large. We want to raise awareness around that and drive awareness and communication that if you are coming as a consumer, you're coming to learn about our products. You are coming to learn about where is this product, what is the special thing about this product. And because all of the operators will be selling the special offers and deals, we encourage everybody to support local tourism. We encourage everybody to join us with the campaign of supporting local tourism. And that is one big thing within the domestic market. We have to develop our domestic market because anytime if we are hit again with a pandemic, we'll be able to survive. Businesses will be able to remain afloat and things will be okay within the economy. So that is the big call to all the people coming down on the 23rd and the 24th. There will be sales done during those days. There will be information given out by Vanuatu Tourism Office staff. So if you require any additional information, we are able to support you. There will be entertainments going on that day. So we have, people like Stan doing a solo. We have Makura Tokolau as our highlight for the day. And we'll probably have a cultural group doing a cultural performance right from the beginning during day one. And we'll also organize with the Petong League here, a Petong competition happening beside the Mama's Handicraft House. And we will be able to sponsor good prizes for the winners. So there'll be a number of things going on, and we'll have food sales, and hopefully cover in the afternoon.
Amen to that.
And so for people who are still around. But basically, it's a time where we want to get people focused on buying deals. So when we create a platform, we want to educate people that there is the existence of our local tourism operators within our islands in Vanuatu. So we want to be able to purchase the deals because the money you spend is going to go back directly within the local communities and help, change livelihood. So that is the main thing that's going to happen on those 2 days. And on top of that, there is some exciting news I want to share with everybody today. Within those 2 days, Air Vanuatu will bring in the best hot deals for those 2 days. So our national airline will be there, giving out 30% discount of flights to Tana, flights to Sando, flights to Norsup Malakula, and then vice versa. So if you are in Norsup wanting to come to Port Vila, you can do the same, or you can even fly from Sando to Tana. So there will be limited number of tickets given out with good rates. So I was looking at the rates for today. given by Air Vanuatu. You can purchase one ticket from Villa to Tana for around 15,000 Vatu. That's a return ticket. So
that is good.
we have conditions for that.
Okay.
So the condition is for you to be able to purchase that special deal from Air Vanuatu. We encourage you to purchase a domestic offer from the tourism businesses. For example, if you're going to Tana, the tourism businesses who are based on Tana, they have also sent in the deals. So for Saturday and Friday, we will be able to facilitate the sales for tourism operators who are back in Tana. So if you're going to Tana, you can purchase a transfer, for example, and the transfer will be able to take you home, or you can purchase a one night in one of the local bungalows in Tana. So if you purchase that, that will warranty you to purchase a ticket from Air Vanuatu. That's how we want to set up. So it's not a deal that you just come in from anywhere to purchase it, but this is one way that we want to generate demand for the domestic market. So if you are out there and you want to go back to Tana for your holidays, there's no problem. You can save up, let's say, 5,000 Vatu, and then you come, you walk through the venue, find out the best deal that you want to take for Tana. You purchase that with your 5,000 Vatu. You take your voucher. You go to the Air Vanuatu sales team, and then you are able to purchase a ticket to Tana.
So how time frame of the tickets? Do we have any time frame, or is it open until whenever we want to purchase a ticket?
Yes, I think the terms and conditions will be given by the Air Vanuatu team, sales team. They will be present. I think they will give us a booking window of 72 hours. So you can book and then have 72 hours to pay your ticket. And then the life for the ticket is from August up to 31st of March next year.
Wow.
2024.
Nice.
So, most of this information will be given out on that day.
Yep.
But also, I want to add on another surprise. Fiji Airways, for the first time, they have heard about this consumer show and they are interested. So they'll be arriving as well for those people who want to, get on a holiday somewhere in Fiji.
Yeah.
Check out the sales team. They'll be here for 2 days, 23rd, 24th, down by the seafront, the Mama's Handicraft House.
Yep.
And they'll be bringing in the sales team as well. So it's going to be an exciting event for 2 days because we haven't traveled for a long time.
Yeah, sure.
Borders have been closed for almost 3.5 years. In a lot of countries, traveling is getting back on. And for Vanuatu, we're starting to see traction from cruise ships and from the air arrivals picking up. And this is also good for domestic tourism, where we are able to move people, from destination to destination, but also for people to really come down to supporting us by supporting local tourism. That's the campaign that we want to promote and keep on promoting for the Domestic Travel Expo.
Right. So what we're talking about this Tumoro Travel Expo that's going to be happening. I'm seeing on the table, there's something on the table which is attracting my eye, but I can't put my finger to it. So what do we have on the table?
Okay, thank you. Maybe you hold this up.
Okay.
Okay. This is
right.
This is a prop stick for those of you who might want to, ask the question, what is this? But basically, this is for Sheva, and this is for Torpa. So this is something that we want to show. Like I said earlier on, there is something that you are able to identify yourself with. What is common about Torpa? What is common about Sheva? So if you look there, you have a coconut crab.
Yeah.
So when people talk about Torpa, normally they think about things like coconut crab.
Of course.
So if you come back to Sheva, you'll see a kita there showing,
and a
ukulele, because people of Sheva they are more popular about string band.
Right.
So this is something that we will be able to organize during the event for the booth. So whenever you come during the day,
Yeah.
there will be a designated photo booth for any person who comes, and
Yep.
maybe if you are from, I don't know which province are you.
Panama.
So
Actually,
if-
I'm
if-
married to Shefa, but
so
I'm used to
you
saying
can you
myself
can
as
have
Panama.
you can have both of these,
Yep.
and then you can be in the photo booth. They'll take a nice photo of you, and then we'll give you the hashtag Sabotum Local Tourism,
Yep.
and then you can share that to everybody.
Oh, that is
So
nice.
this is something just to build some excitement and memories.
Yeah.
So you can also use your own phone to take the photo or selfie of yourself, but using this prop stick. So this is something that we've created just to build the excitement
Yeah.
for the photo shoot. But at the same time, we want to have content that we are able to share and promote our provinces, because all provinces in Vanuatu, they are so different, so unique in their own ways, and
Very true.
it's important that we keep the natural flavor of each province. And that's the trokat that most of the provinces have. And this is why we created this. But that's just some additional things that probably you would want to see that and get a feel of this when you attend the event.
Yeah, I still love it though. I still love it.
Yeah, so what will happen is that all these designs will also be embedded in a T-shirt.
Right. We do have some t-shirts, but I'm gonna stick on that later.
Yes.
But yeah.
So maybe if you are from Sheva, you can purchase a T-shirt, and this beautiful design
Is on
will
the
be stuck
T-shirt.
in the T-shirt, and you can have this as a memory.
Out of curiosity,
promoting provinces as well.
Good. Out of curiosity, since I'm half Panama as well, what is to be on the Panama, shirt?
I think the one for Panama has a lovely design. It has a nangol.
Oh, yes,
and
I would expect that, of course.
It has the nangol and the waterfall, because normally you think of waterfall, you think of Maivo, and the icon of Panama is
It's
the
line
nangol
diving.
itself.
It's true, very true. Yeah, and yes, the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo is very, it's an event that most of the people, like all of the whole Vanuatu, is really looking forward to on the 23rd and the 24th, because we have gone through the twin cyclones recently. And I know it's kind of hard to come up with this because the way you talk about Santo is really, really interesting, and how people come to the event. Now, organizing this both in Santo and in Port Vila, what are the challenges you have faced to put this great thing together?
I think there's a few challenges around events, mostly logistics, considering that our islands are scattered. Geographically, Vanuatu is not like any other places in the world where everything is in one island. So moving back and forth is quite challenging, because we had to coordinate the event from Port Vila, and then we had to move to Sando for setup and pre-setup days. It was quite challenging for us. Working with suppliers was a bit of a challenge for us too, because some suppliers couldn't meet our time frame in delivering what we wanted on time. So it was a bit of a challenge. But also there is a change in the mindset of consumers and the operators. And that's the biggest challenge, because finding the right message to communicate to the consumers, to tell them about change of behavior and the change of buying patterns, coming back to spend on the domestic market, it's a bit complicated. So sometimes we get very low responses from operators themselves who are sellers. So there's a bit of a challenge, because we also face two cyclones, and the whole thing sort of, for Sando it's not too much of a problem, but maybe for Port Vila it would be a problem for operators on Efate and maybe Town South, because when we talk about product, we need to be ready. So after a cyclone, for smaller operators to reach that level of product and business readiness is a challenge. So that affects the services as well. When you look around Port Vila now, or some operators within the islands, you will notice that services have dropped at some point. Well, we have a lot of issues around it. One could be people moving to seasonal work. So it has really affected our skilled workers.
Yeah, sure.
But for businesses as well, they are finding ways to recover financially. So that's a bit of a challenge for us to get the, to maximize the sales and also to get the best out of the best. But putting that aside, we are so fortunate to have more than 40 operators who are participating physically. They'll be present on the 28th and the 24th. But we also have over 60 deals and specials that have come in through our registration. So for those who are not able to attend physically, we will be able to facilitate the sales. So we have a system of layout that we allocate tables to each province. So for the provincial tables and the provincial booths, we will have our staffs who will be present, and they'll be able to facilitate questions, answers, and the sales for the provinces who could not make it to attend the event. But for operators within Villa who are able to come, let's say maybe 99% from both Villa and Efate, and also we will be receiving 2 operators per province, so 2 from Torba, 2 from Penama, 2 from Malamba, 2 from Sanma, 2 from Sheva, and 2 from Tafea, who will also have their own tables, joined with the other operators from Port Vila and Efate, and then we'll have 1 table each for Malamba, Torba, Sanma, Penama. So provincial tourism offices will be there to facilitate the sales. So this is to give information about each province and what each province can offer.
Nice, really, really nice. Okay, well, it has been a wonderful time talking to you, just to give out information of the upcoming events which is going to be happening on the 23rd and 24th, which is the Meet Tumoro Travel Expo, Meet Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo 2023. Do you have any additional stuff that you want to add before we get to the most exciting thing at the end, before you'll be leaving me this afternoon?
I think I basically had touched on a lot of things. And I thank you for the time that I can come and talk about this expo.
Very welcome.
For a lot of people in Vanuatu and for us, we are yet to reach the climax of this event because it's the 2nd edition this year. There is still a lot of awareness driven around this exposition. People are still on that point of understanding the event itself. What is it about? What is the event for? Who is to be there during this event? So for us, we want to thank everybody who is able to help communicate this event. So I think I just want to go back to stress a few things to anybody who is watching. For the domestic event, we want to be able to see that domestic leisure increases. There's a lot of us who are sitting in our offices who have the money to spend, who are working and living in Port Vila, to not know about the rest of Vanuatu.
Sure.
So this is why we're creating this space to be able to help the tourism businesses. And this is going back to the policy that's buying local, supporting local. We also want to encourage government people who are working to become the travel ambassadors, because they are traveling for work. They should come and check out the tills, because they could purchase a till today and travel next month. So that's one thing that I want to emphasize here. And also we want to generate demand for adventure traveling. For a lot of people in Vanuatu, we are not born as travelers. We just stick to our own little space, and island and, for the rest of our lives. So we want to help people to change the mindset and have a new behavior of travel. And also we want to be able to see that the movement of domestic tourists in Vanuatu grows. So people are moving from one island to another. We want to be able to see that. So we want to be able to work with other stakeholders like Air Vanuatu, work to see that they improve the fleet and the domestic access improves.
Yeah.
But not only Air Vanuatu, but maritime access. So I think I forgot to mention this. Now it's coming to my mind. Saranuku is also part of this. Saranuku is the new ship that's been purchased by Ivira Trustees.
Oh, yes.
So they'll be also part of this and selling some hot deals to Sando because they are making
nice.
Sando Villa return at the moment. So basically showcasing new products in this platform is very important. And for products who are not heard of, who are somewhere out there in the islands, this is the reason why we want to create the expo. But also it is important that the Vanuatu Tourism Office and the Department of Tourism work together because we have a standards program, we have an accreditation system in place. So to be able to showcase the operators during the Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo, you need to have a tourism permit, which means that you are market ready.
Right.
So all this is part of our work and what we do to help enable the tourism operators make some money. And at the end of the day, we grow the industry as a whole. And this is what I want to end my comment on, is that there is the opportunity for you to do business. Whenever you see video doing a special either on social media or you listen to radios, you hear something about video about MTV, please do not hesitate to register because we will be bringing this again next year. So thank you again for the opportunity. I may not have touched on a lot of things today, but I know that if you are passing by the seafront on Friday 23rd and Saturday 24th, you should be able to hear a lot of noises and you should be able to come down and check out the deals and offers.
Any sponsors that you would like to say thank you to?
Yeah, I think in addition, I would like to thank the National Bank of Vanuatu. If you look at one of the stickers that we have
that's
here,
mine.
yeah, I know this is yours, but not Vanuatu. National Bank of Vanuatu will be promoting the MasterCard.
Yes.
So, this is a new product for them. So thank you, National Bank of Vanuatu, Vodafone, Vanuatu Beverage, USP, Vanuatu Correctional Services. For Sando, we have Sando Hardware. Thank you so much for helping us out, Sando Hardware. And Port Vila Municipality. And I think those are the main sponsors that we have for this year. So thank you so much for sponsoring the event. We are hoping to collaborate in the next event, which is probably next year.
Okay, come to the best part of this interview. So there's going to be a kind of a promotion, I would say, with the Meet Tomorrow Vanuatu Expo Travel for 2023. Now, I'll be holding up this T-shirt.
Yep.
And it's a pretty kind of exciting kind of T-shirt. It looks big, but it suits me though. Just kidding, it doesn't suit me anyway. Anyway, yes, so this is a promotion that you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Now, talk about this T-shirt. Can we buy it or, how can we, get a chance to get a hold of this kind of T-shirt for the Meet
So this, like I said earlier on, we will be also creating another T-shirt, but with this design.
Shefa individual provinces.
Per province.
Yes.
But this is our official MDV logo. So Meet Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo, you can see that there.
Yep.
With the theme for this year, Take a Miko Back.
Nice.
So these T-shirts are our merchandise, and we'll be selling these on the 23rd and 24th of this month. We sold almost 100 pieces when we were in Sando. So this is about 1,500 Vatu, and I think if you turn this at the back, you will see Support them local tourism, which is our campaign. It's written in Bislama, but the idea is there.
I get it.
So, and you can see NBV is our
Main sponsor.
major sponsor. So we have the logo there.
Yeah.
So this is going to be on sale at the Expo.
Yes.
In all sizes, all colors.
Okay.
Mostly the prime colors, and we will also be having this sold at our travel information center. So if you miss out on that day, you can come back and check our travel information center.
Yep.
And then you can get one for you as a souvenir or a gift or something to remember me Tumoro Vanuatu.
Yes, but we do have a promotion happening just this very moment as we're doing the video interview. Now, there's going to be a question going to be asked by Mr. Martin David, and he's going to be asking a particular question, and the first two comments that are correct, they will get a chance to win these t-shirts. So listen very carefully for the questions and get your answers ready. So get ready. So what's the question going to be like?
I have just one question, but if you are able to give in some answers, we will probably read through your answers and then provide you the correct.
Yes. Yes.
The question will be if you have listened very well today, I want you to be able to tell me the purpose or the objective of Me Tumoro Vanuatu, the event itself. What is the purpose? What is the objective of Me Tumoro Vanuatu? So, like Julie said, the first two people to give the correct answers, they will receive this giveaway prize. And this giveaway prize is sponsored by Vanuatu Tourism Office, giving you as the prize for the quiz, which is part of the promotion for today. So the purpose of the objective or the objective of Me Tumoro Vanuatu, two first answers provided by two respondents, you be able to get a t-shirt. So don't come and see me to get a t-shirt. Go to Pass FM. Thank you so much, Pass FM 96. Go to Julie, ask for the t-shirt, and take a photo and post it up. Hashtag Support them local tourism.
Yep.
That's the hashtag for this year, and Me Tumoro Vanuatu. Those are the two main hashtags.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
So please do that, and I think we'll have to give you a sticker each for also to go along with the t-shirt. So this is for Julie. I'm just using it, but definitely we will give two of these with a t-shirt.
Like that.
Oh, like this. Sorry.
Okay, well, with that said, thank you very much, Mr.
Yeah,
Martin
just
David.
before you finish,
sorry.
Julie, I have these are new hats that we also have as part of our merchandise for this year.
So that's going to be on sale too?
That's going to be on sale too. It has Me Tumoro Vanuatu Travel Expo, and then at the back you have Vanuatu National Bank of Vanuatu and Vanuatu Tourism Office as sponsors. So only two colors, limited not copies, limited numbers only. So
how much does the hat
those
cost?
will probably cost about 2,000 Vatu. So you can get one only on Friday and Saturday. And remember, Julie, the deals and the specials and everything that's going on to be, going on the 23rd and 24th will only be for those 2 days.
Right, okay.
So if you want to fly Air Vanuatu on a 30% discount, or if you want to check out Fiji Airways for a special flight to Nandi or any other regions within the Pacific, or if you want to check out any special deals for restaurants, cafes, transfers, accommodations, tours, the deals will be only on sale for
Those
2 days.
2 days.
It's not going to be back on after the 24th. So you either get a special deal on the 23rd or 24th.
Wow.
So check out our event page before Friday this week. We should be able to share a lot of information concerning the program itself.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Martin David, for your time. And yes, he is the manager of the long haul emerging and domestic market with the tourism sector in Port Vila, Vanuatu as a whole. Thank you very much for your time. We'll be looking forward for that event. I will definitely be there. I will definitely be, me and my team, the Barcelona team. And well, thanks a lot for taking up your time to explain to us what the Me Tumoro Vanuatu Expo is all about and what does it mean to us, public and also how should I say it, tourism in Port Vila, either in domestic or international. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll be seeing you on Friday and Saturday.
See you then.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.